happening, guys? This is Hyper Paradox, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And as good as it was to be in Guarhar Lagoon, I think it's time that we leave and find the next Beanstar piece. And it's actually a lot closer than you think it is, because there is one in the northern part of the Bean fields. But we need to get past this Ankoopa first. I said we need to get past this Ankoopa first. Thank you! And when we go through here, it looks like this is some kind of theater. And there is the second Beanstar piece. So let's talk to these guys and see if we can take it off of them.
Hey, what's with you two? You can't just waltz up and start talking to my master. You weasels, look at you. There's no doubt in my mind that you've come looking for money. Well, I'll have you know that my master is very busy. He doesn't have time to waste on the likes of you. Be off! Off, I say! Huh? The Beanstar busted into 4 pieces? Oh, Master! Master! You mustn't listen! You can't listen! All of this talk is just meant to swindle you out of your money again! It's all lies! Lies! Why does everybody have to be so suspicious, and why does everyone think that we're out to get them? Silence, you twit! Uh-oh. He looks kind of familiar. And with that, please excuse me. What's that? There's something on my face? Oh no, not exactly. Eh? You say I look like Bubbles, the legendary soda maker? Heh. That's because I'm Bubbles' younger brother. ... My reaction exactly. My name is Bottle. Get it? Bubbles is the soda maker. Bottle. Younger brother of the legendary soda maker. As you can see, I'm rich enough to own my own theater. I also happen to be president of the Yoshi fan club. I'd like to be a member of the Yoshi fan club. That seemed like a cool club to join. This theater was designed by a Yoshi-loving chap specifically for the enjoyment of the Yoshis. Well, we actually want that Beanstar piece. Yes, of course. Fine. I suppose I could decorate the sign with something else and give that sparkly thing to you. No, you mustn't! Master, you mustn't! And a la Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, he's going to egg him. However, only on one condition. There's always a catch, isn't there? This sign is my theater's face. You must find something else that can be used to decorate my grand sign, understood? Why, do you mean neon eggs? Haven't heard of those before. So in exchange for the Beanstar piece, he wants 7 different colors of neon eggs. And he also wants to do that again, which I really like, by the way. When Yoshis eat a particular kind of food, they lay neon eggs. Or so they say. Inside that movie theater are 7 hungry Yoshis. So find that particular food and give it to the Yoshis inside. Once you get a neon egg, it means the Yoshi's stomach is filled. It also means everyone's happy. Well, that's all well and dandy. Right? ... Thinking not only of himself, but of all the Yoshis, too. He suddenly had a change of heart. Thank my master, and once you're done thanking him, hurry up and get those neon eggs. Now that you mention it, there is someone in this theater who's well-versed on neon eggs. You should talk to that individual about what food makes Yoshis lay neon eggs and where to find it.
So let's go into this theater and find out there are several posters. And there's a poster of Kirby, there's a poster of Wario, and there's also a poster of The Legend of Staffy, or I think it was Starfy in North American releases. I actually have not played that game before. But this one is rather interesting, Mario and Luigi. Because those silhouettes actually appear on the title screen of the Japanese version of Superstar Saga. There it was known as Mario and Luigi RPG. But let's talk to him. He's the guy we want to talk to. Indeed, I am the architect who designed this very theater. I am called Fava. And also, indeed, I am the older brother of the castle town's greatest intellectual. Yes, he is the older brother of Lady Lima. Get it? Lima Bean, Fava Bean. Ah. No wonder all of the locations are based on types of laughter. What? What? Neon eggs, you say? How did you know that I'm a neon egg fiend? Well, it's your mustache. That's how I could tell. That's right. Some know me as an architect, and some know me as an intellectual's older brother. But in reality, I'm just an old man who loves neon eggs. Perhaps. But how do we find these neon eggs? What? You want to know what food makes Yoshis lay neon eggs? Well, that'd be bean fruits. Perhaps. Bean fruits are native to Bean Kingdom. They grow underground. Perhaps. First, dig the bean fruit out of the ground. Then feed the bean fruit you dug up to a Yoshi. Then you will get a neon egg. Perhaps. But you know, there's nothing wrong with an old man being a neon egg fiend. Well, I'm a comic fiend myself, so I don't really think I can blame you. I've never even found a single neon egg in all my life. You see, that's a little sad, given how much admiration you have for neon eggs. But in his head, he has a map that shows kind of the general area where bean fruits may be. Perhaps! And yes, of course we're going to find them and feed them to the Yoshis. And because he is such a nice guy, he will show us a map that points out the general location of the bean fruits. And there are 7 in all. And as you can probably tell, they make a giant loop around the castle. So we are going to make one giant loop around Bean Fields in this video, ipso facto. And also, Luigi is going to get yet another starring role in this video because we actually need him in order to dig up the bean fruits. And there is one right here. If you see a circle of grass patches, dunk Luigi, go to the center, and dig up. And right off the bat, there is our first bean fruit. Now, while I'm collecting bean fruits, I'm also going to try and go to areas that I have not been to yet. So let's destroy that rock, and here we have another place to get a bean fruit. There is bean fruit number 2. And while I'm at it, I also want to take care of these things. Okay, we need to go down one more time. So we're on our way to Chucklehook Woods. By the way, you can just check your map to see where the bean fruit is. And I believe the third one is down. Actually, no, it is right up on that extended, I don't know what it is, but right up in this pillar, shall we say. Down again, and there is bean fruit number 3. We are getting the bean fruits left and right, so we'll want to head towards Bean Bean International Airport. But we actually don't need to go into the airport, because we do not have a flight to catch. We have bean fruits to catch. So if we go down and hit the rock, there is the 4th bean fruit. And if we check the map, there is one more to the right. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. So we want to hit this switch, and that will hit the action block, and that will open the gate. And then we are actually close to the entrance of Woohoo University. And there is the patch of land that we need. Well, no, we do not need to do a spin jump. Just go under and get the bean fruit. There we go. And I might as well get this chuckle bean. Speaking of beans, I am going to collect a lot more beans off screen. That way, I'm going to collect a lot more beans off screen, so I can, in order to create the rest of the drinks at the Star Beans Cafe. Okay, so now we need to go up. So now we need to go up and around the beach. And I guess I actually have not fought these enemies. These are paratroopies. Yes, as you can probably tell, paratroopies are troopies with wings. They work exactly like the regular troopies, only you cannot hit them with your hammer. Yes, unfortunately that means they can heal as well. But still, given the level that I'm at, it's not that difficult. And remember, these are normal troopies, not elite troopies, so they can't revive fallen allies. Now, I believe the next bean fruit is right in this general area. I just gotta check my map to be sure it is. In fact, it's right over here. So just pound the Luigi into the ground and get it out. Now we have one more bean fruit that we need to get, but this one is going to require a little bit more effort. No, we do not need to fight another paratroopy. We actually need to spin jump over to this area and knock over this Ankoopa. I don't know why they're called Ankoopas. There's a chuckle bean right there if you need it. But this is the... Does this area look familiar? Well, it should, because this is where the SS Chuckula set sail. Remember back when we were first hunting that Bean piece in Teehee Valley? Well, we need to dunk Luigi under the gate. And there is the last bean fruit. Unfortunately, this piranha plant is feeling a little bit hungry. And that bean fruit must taste pretty good. And it wants to eat Luigi. Alright, this isn't a boss, this is the piranha bean. The only time you fight it in the game, but I really don't consider it a boss. Now, first things first, you cannot jump on it because of those sharp teeth. Hammer attacks will do average damage, but what you really want to do is use the Thunder Hand on him, because that is going to do a good 40 hit points worth of damage. The Piranha Bean only has 2 attacks. He's got a lot of HP, though. He likes to spit fireballs at you. That's his main attack. And sometimes he'll hold it down longer to fake you out. But as you saw in his first attack, another thing he'll do is he'll spit a really strange object at you. Now, it travels a lot slower than the fireballs, so do not let that catch you off guard. The fireballs don't do that much damage, and I think he has around 200 HP. And for beating him, you get a nice chunk of experience and the Piranha Swing badge. And he's going to spit out the strange object he used to attack us. But there's something familiar about that strange object. Oh my goodness, it's Prince Peasley! Oh, Luigi, you saved me, didn't you? Why, thank you so much. You're a huge help. Of course I am. But my, Luigi, look at how you've grown. Well, not exactly. I see. I guess I wasn't aware of the whole shrinking business. Say, Luigi, I'm none too fond of this body size. Do you think you could change me back? Well, I don't know. Being tiny would have its limits. I mean, he would get into the movies at half price, let's be honest. And he'd be the last one to know that it's raining outside. So let's give Prince Peasley a whack. If it works on Mario, it should work on Prince Peasley. And it does! Flashy hair! Look at the difference in my shine now that I'm back to normal. Now that's a shine. Thank you so much, Luigi. I feel like I must thank you. Please, I insist you accept this. Hey, it's the bean fruit! And what a coincidence, that's exactly the item we need. We have all 7 bean fruits. But before we head back to the Yoshi Theater, we actually need to take care of some things. We need to tie up some loose ends. And I love how Prince Peasley referred to Mario as the Red Mario Brother guy. I think Prince Peasley is the only character who knows Luigi's name, but he doesn't know Mario's name. I find that so ironic, given the fact that it's the exact opposite with everyone else. Now, it's this general area that we need to, that we have some loose ends to tie up. Starting with this little area. It's time to show, show what will happen if you, use thunder on, on Mario when he has water. Well, Mario will get tickled and he'll spew the water out. And if he spits the water on these particular sprouts, they will transform into giant flower platforms. Now, you don't need to do it to everyone, though. I can do it to this one because there is a Chuckle Bean that I want. And I want to do it to this one because there is a Monty Mole here. And he will give us a red pepper and a green pepper. By the way, if you talk to him, he'll tell you the secret to making the sprouts grow. Alright, we will want to head to the entrance to Teehee Valley, but this time we want to walk to the left. And into this little cave here. And we are going to need to miniaturize Mario for yet another platforming segment. I like to think these platforming segments were inspired by Super Mario Bros. 3 rather than the original, because 3 is when the little Sparkies debuted, They were in the fortress levels, the ones with Boom Boom in them. And this Monty Mole will give us a 1-up mushroom. However, you might think otherwise, but believe it or not, there is another item that we can get. We want to take the exact same path as we did previously, you know, dodging the sparks. But we want to wait until we come up to one of these two rising and lowering platforms. If you look closely at the top of the screen, there is a ledge. We want to jump to that ledge and jump again. And we are going to cross over to the far side. What awaits us on the far side? Well, another Monty Mole, but he is going to give us something even better. The high-end badge. I think I'm going to equip that onto Luigi. Auto boosts power once during battle, except I cannot equip it onto Luigi because I don't have him with me at the moment. Now I do. Alright, let's equip that high-end badge to Luigi. Except I'm in my item screen where I should be whereas I should be on my equip screen. By the way, the Piranha Swing badge is pretty useful. It can actually, every time you use a hammer attack, you recover a bit of your HP. So that's pretty nice. And I believe you will always get it when you finally defeat that Piranha Bean. A lot of people think that's actually related to a Petey Piranha. And it kind of does look like Petey Piranha. So here we are in another area. We want to dunk Luigi under and jump up and hit this action block. We are going to need this action block because if we cross over here and then spin jump to this patch of land, and then again, and again, and how about one more time? We find a Boo statue. So let's use the old Thunder Push. Let's slide that into place, and a bridge will form. This will allow us to hit the hammer, and we have another platforming segment. So once again, we need to miniaturize Mario. This one is not really that tough, and those are very, very small platforms. You know, I've always wondered something. You've seen several platforms in Mario, and you've seen several floating platforms. How do they stay afloat? I ask you. I guess you could say they stay afloat because of Bowser's magic, but I've always wondered that. Alright, 2 more sparks and we've reached the end. And another Monty Mole will give us the Iron Pants. The Iron Pants are rather interesting in terms of clothing. They will really give your attack power a good increase. Make no mistake about that. However, it also makes you heavy. And I have actually not talked about heaviness. If you have the heavy status on you, it means you drop a lot quicker. Essentially what that means is it's more difficult for you to pull off the action command. And these guys are going to be... This sign talks about Sima blocks, which we have not encountered yet. Sima blocks, as their name implies, must be hit simultaneously in order to be activated, but the catch is that they're always on different levels. So one brother is going to be at a higher level than the other. Now I believe as for the third set, we have to climb up here, and then we only need to jump up with one brother. There we go. And that is it. There is the Monty Mole. Very, very nice. Let's see what you have to offer. We get wool trousers. I don't know if they equip to Mario. Okay. It decreases your defense, but in exchange, it's an HP auto gain. And I would rather have an HP auto gain, because that's very helpful. So, let us make our way out, and I think that is all we needed to take care of. So, let us go back to the Yoshi Theater now that we have bean fruits. We can feed the hungry Yoshis. Once the theater is done, the wall by the door will be so sparkly. Yes, it will. Yoshi faces everywhere. I can't complain about that. I really love Yoshi. What's this? Coming soon, the action blockbuster, Mario and Luigi. That sounds so cool. Ooh, I can't wait. How's that for breaking the fourth wall? They say Bottle has over 30,000 wooden dolls at his house. What's so fun about having so many wooden dolls? I swear I'll never understand the hobbies of the rich. Huh. Very interesting indeed. But what does filthy rich mean? Does he own lots and lots of fruit? You know, you look very hungry, so here's a bean fruit. Ba-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. At first they taste just like beans, but then the flavor of fruit oozes out. Bean fruit is the best. And out comes a neon egg.
Oh yeah.
And for our first neon egg, it is the red neon egg. And you look very hungry, so here's a bean fruit. You got an orange neon egg. You have been a very good Yoshi. Have a bean fruit. Thank you, says the Yoshi. Have a purple neon egg in return. And let's give you one. I don't want to leave you out. How long is Yoshi's tongue anyway? I'm almost afraid to ask. This room is so dark. What do you do in a theater anyway? Well, I should know. Believe it or not, I am an actor. I have done some acting in college, and I really, really enjoy it. If you think about going into acting, try it. You might be pleasantly surprised. It's a lot of fun. But you have to have a lot of but you have to be really dedicated to it. And I say this is light blue, but for some reason they classify it as an azure neon egg. As you're probably thinking. Not funny. I'm so hungry, I want to eat bean fruit. Well, I want to eat spaghetti, but there is no spaghetti in the Bean Kingdom. And I believe we have one more Yoshi to feed. Oh my gosh, Yoshis! There really are Yoshis here. I've never seen one before. This is so cool. I have to bring my girlfriend here. She'll flip out. Shut up. Oh, that's funny. And of course I saved the best for last. Save the classic green Yoshi for last. And there is the green neon egg. We have all 7 colors of neon eggs. So, let's go back and talk to Bottle. I did well asking you two. My neon eggs are beautiful. On the sign you go. And he's right, they do look a lot better than the Bean Star piece. And the Yoshi Theater is officially open for business. Sadly, we won't be able to see any plays or musicals. A musical starring Yoshis, how fun would that be? Although the audience might get gulped and sent down the hatch. But I have other things to think about, namely, the second Bean Star piece. Very, very cool. Only 2 more to go. We're going to be rather busy preparing for our grand opening, pardon us. And that's the last time you ever see them. Neon eggs are pretty. Yeah, they are pretty. They do look really good. So, I think now is a good time to end the video. Next time on Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, we are going to search for the other 2 Beamstar pieces. As usual, if you like my videos, please be sure to rate, comment, or subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. For now, this is Hyper Paradox, signing off.